I was talking to a religious education class a few weeks ago, and one of the students asked me a rather challenging question. What would have happened to us if Jesus had not died on the cross? His question caught me by surprise, and it took me a moment before I could answer it. Today, as we gather here to celebrate this Palm Sunday liturgy, it might be good to reflect on that boy's question. What would have happened to us if Jesus had not died on the cross? Would we be any different? Would the world we live in be any different? Could we have been saved from our sins in a less dramatic way? Did it have to be a crucifixion? When Jesus died on the cross, he completely changed our understanding of God and also our relationship with God. Jesus revealed a loving and caring God. But even this was not enough. Great love does more than cares. Great love overwhelms. Great love touches even the coldest of hearts. Jesus came to share with us a God who loves unconditionally, and his cruel and violent death on a wooden cross was how he expressed God's love for us. Nothing else would have worked. If Jesus had not died on that cross, the world would have been without love. If Jesus had simply proclaimed, "You are all saved now," and then been lifted up to heaven, we may have been excited for a while, but eventually that excitement would have faded away. If I were to ask you right now, what inspires you the most about the crucifixion of Jesus, a crucifixion that took place over 2,000 years ago, what would you say? I would imagine that you would mention the love that Jesus has for us, a love that speaks to us through his tremendous suffering. My sisters and brothers, we need to keep in mind that the Passion is not something that happened only to Jesus. On the contrary, the Passion is something that must happen to each and every one of us. To truly experience the unconditional love of God, we must follow the example of Jesus and love as he has loved us. And this is sometimes difficult for us to do. If we dare to follow Jesus' example, the gospel would be credible to the very ends of the earth. There would be an end to gossip. There would be an end to jealousy. There would be an end to hatred. There would even be an end to those everyday commonplace arguments and petty differences that we all seem to experience. If we only dared to love as Jesus loved. Charles Lindbergh's father-in-law, a man by the name of Dwight Morrow, was a friend of Calvin Coolidge. And he once told a group of friends that Coolidge had real presidential possibilities. But they disagreed, saying that he lacked presidential personality. Someone summed up the group's feeling by saying, the people just wouldn't like him. Hearing this, Morrow's little 6-year-old daughter, Anne, made her presence known. And she showed her father's friends her finger that had a bandage wrapped around it. He was the only one who asked me about my sore finger, she said. The only one who asked me about my sore finger. If I keep one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. If I ease one life the aching, or cool one burning pain, I shall not live in vain. The Apostle John wrote, "We know that we have passed out of death into life because we love one another." Today, my friends, we stand at the foot of the cross, where we hear the voice of God speaking directly to us. Do you see how much I love you? Do you see and hear and feel how much I love you? Now will you do for others what I have done for you?